Pankration was a combat sport that developed in ancient Greece. The name pankration is derived from the Greek words, pan, which means all, and kratos, which means strength, and literally means all of the might. Pankration was first introduced as a sporting event at the 33rd Olympics in 648 BC. But it was established as a sport in other sacred games and events long before the Olympic Games, with its roots lost in time. According to the historical sources, the creators of Pankration were two mythological heroes, Hercules and Theseus. In a Pankration competition there were no weight classes, the athletes fought nude with oiled bodies and bare hands, but sometimes Pankrationists used war thong wrappings around their hands and forearms. Pankration, according to Aristotle, was a mix of boxing and wrestling. And athletes were allowed to use a variety of techniques such as punches and elbows, kicks and knees, standing wrestling, throws, ground wrestling, joint locks, and chokes. Biting, eye gouging and kill your opponent were not allowed. The person who enforced the rules during the fight was Hellenodikes. Victory in Pankration could result from the opponent resigning during the match or admitting defeat. In some competitions, the winners' prizes were not of high material value, but rather of symbolic value, like an olive wreath. But in other competitions the glory and honor of victory was accompanied by a high monetary or material reward. Pankration was the most spectacular sport of ancient Olympic Games. Philostratos called it the best of the Olympics. The abolition of the Olympic Games in 393 AD was the beginning of the end for the Pankration. During 1896, the revival year of the Olympic Games, Pankration was not originally reinstated as an Olympic event. Founder of the modern Olympic Games, Pierre de Coubertin in 1895 stated that we accept all events to be reinstated, except Pankration. Pankration revived globally after the Second World War. The main goal today is Pankration to be included in modern Olympic Games, where it belongs.